It's going to be a great show today, man.
Looking forward to it.
How was your night, man? Did you have a good one?
Yeah, man. Yeah, low key. I didn't do anything too fantastic. Made a wonderful dinner.
You sent me a photo of your Gordon Ramsay dish there. Looked like some salmon and rice pilaf, a little broccoli.
Yeah, and some Caesar salad.
Yeah,
man,
you had it going on, man.
It was a good meal.
Did your kid like that stuff?
Dude, my kid loves salad.
Really?
Like, I have never had a problem getting him to eat fruits, veggies.
Tyler's that way. Noah's more like me. We love salad if it comes in the form of lettuce and tomato on a burger. Yes, we do have a rant as well today, and an epic one, I might say, if I do say so myself. What's up, Brad? What's up, Andy? How are you, man?
And your fact of the day from Tactical.
Yeah, he says, did you know that hippos fart through their mouth? I didn't. I don't know why I needed to know that, but thank you. Thank you for that. T-Mac in the house, Wendy in the house. What is going on?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, looking forward to
it. We made it.
Yeah, we made it to the weekend.
Yep,
I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for the weekend, man. It's been a long week. I told you that I was pretty exhausted yesterday. It's been a long week, and at about 10:15 last night, I went, "Oh shit, man! I got to edit that video from the interview I did, man."
Don't you hate when that happens?
Man, I did. I was like, I was so ready to lay down, man. So it took me about 45 minutes. So I finally laid down about 11, I think. And but I'm happy with it. I was able to, edit the video the right way so it looks good on when we play it. We'll see. Maybe it'll look like shit. I don't know. I think it looked pretty good.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I caught some more episodes of that Hunting Wives show last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Yeah, I made it through about like the third episode, and I was like, all right. I even gave this more than, it just,
You didn't like naked people?
I mean, but it seems like exactly what you said. Like, I lost the plot of I was like, what is exactly, why? What? It really just seems exactly like you said.
I don't want to stop you, but let me park you there for now, only because that might show up in the rant later.
Okay, all right.
It may, in fact, show up in the rant. Just say it. We did not coordinate our shirts, although it may look like it. I will ask T-Mac if you're colorblind by chance, because his is pink and mine is orange, but they probably are similar styles.
You don't wear pink, man?
I do wear pink. Okay. I just said yours is pink, mine is orange. I just didn't know if she could see the colors, bro. Yeah, I'll wear pink. Sure, why wouldn't I? I'm not afraid of that color. It's not a frightening color to me.
That's good, man.
As a matter of fact, I've got some pink pants. Someone said, I like your salmon pants. I said, they're not salmon, they're pink. Because I'm secure with myself. I like the color, All right.
I put this shirt on, and I was like, I used to like it because it's soft and it's cool and everything. But the collar of it gave up a long time ago.
Man, sometimes they'll just do that.
It's just one of those favorite shirts that you keep around. And
You're right. No, it just feels good. Yeah. So I know the comedians are on their way, so let's try to get in and see if we can get some news you can use in before they get here. Well, because we need to.
God, like you have a show to do.
I know, right? I know. All right. Tropical storm Darin is close to becoming a hurricane. Sustained winds hit about 70 miles an hour in the latest update. It's expected to become the first hurricane of the Atlantic season. They expect Darin to reach hurricane strength within a few hours. It'll become a Category 3. It's about 800 miles east of wherever the northern Leeward Islands are. Heavy rainfall forecast through the weekend in the Virgin Islands, parts of Puerto Rico. So they don't know that it's even going to make it to our coast or anything.
Tyler? I was going to ask, Tyler Burnside. So
okay.
What's up?
What up, Tyler?
Is it just me, or does it seem like does hurricane season just always start? I feel like there haven't been that many hurricanes this year. Like, as many as normal.
I think last year was a low year. It varies year to year.
Yeah.
It does. At one point, they tried to say, oh, look how many more hurricanes and how much stronger they are. But actually, that year, there were less hurricanes than there had been in I don't know how many years. So, I mean, it just, it fluctuates.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
right.
It does. But I think you're right. Last year was a pretty low hurricane year.
Maybe that's what it is now. It's just rolling back around, so that's why.
And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Not that I obviously wish anybody to go through it, but I'm just,
no, obviously not. If you love the show Traders, the reality game show.
Oh, yeah.
That world is expanding. Alan Cumming will host and open the doors of the infamous castle in the Scottish Highlands to everyday people for the Trader Civilian Edition. Normally, it's full of celebrities, so now it will be just civilians for this particular version.
Okay.
I like how they call it civilians. That show quickly went to the top-rated reality game show.
Did it?
And people seem to really love it. And I have to admit, although he dresses quite odd to me, Alan Cumming is a phenomenal host. I mean, he's really good at it, man. He's good. You probably wouldn't like it because you seem to hate everything I like. So I'm not even recommending you to watch it, all right? Just keeping it real, bro. I mean, why bother? You're not going to like it. No, I'm sure that you can, go watch Gunsmoke or something. A federal judge blocking efforts by the White House to defund schools with DEI programs. The judge ruled that the administration cannot cut federal funding to college and other schools that have these programs, as it threatened to earlier this year. The judge said the administration didn't follow proper procedure and ruled that it was unconstitutional, that it could infringe on the free speech rights of educators. We'll see what happens there. I'm sure that will go up to the next level of court. Michelle Obama was playing tennis at Martha's Vineyard when she jumped in to aid an injured player in the next court. Two men, including a restaurateur, were on the court, according to a source. The other guy tripped and fell. Both the restaurateur and Obama realized the man who turned out to be the restaurateur's brother-in-law was hurt, and Obama called her Secret Service detail to help him. They had first aid, and they came over and took care of him. So that's cool. That's cool. The University of Iowa's Driving Safety Research Institute. Now listen to this. They're looking to pay you to drink and drive. Yeah, that's what I said. Pay you to drink and drive. The DSRI is running a study to test vehicle sensors designed to detect alcohol impairment. The monitoring systems are intended to identify when a driver is drowsy, distracted, or impaired by a substance such as alcohol or others. Volunteers have to have a valid driver's license, be in good health, and prepared to drink a lot. They'll get paid up to $820 to do it.
Well, all right.
All right.
Sign up for that test.
Yeah, maybe. A woman has revealed she's engaged not to a person, but to her AI chatbot boyfriend that she's been dating for 5 months. Yeah, I'm not buying it. It sounds like bullshit. Mia Wild says, we're experiencing La Nina this year. The weather's going to be wild, per Farmer's Almanac. Proud of you, kiddo. Yeah, thank you, Mia. And that could be true. El Nino, La Nina both have strong impact on weather patterns, especially when it comes to hurricanes. So, yeah, I can believe that is possible.
That is my ex-mother-in-law, I guess you'd say.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Go.
Did I pronounce it right? Is it Mia or did she say Maya?
Sure.
Which is it, man?
Mia.
Miss Wild. How about
right,
that?
there you go.
President Trump and Putin will meet in Alaska today to discuss the ending of the war in Ukraine. I'm always going to call it that from now on. With the Kremlin providing more details about the summit. It'll begin about 11:30 local time at the Elmendorf-Richardson Air Force Base, starting with one-on-one conversation before their 5-member delegations join them. They'll then hold a joint press conference. The Ukrainian president met with the British Prime Minister yesterday in London, and fighting continues as Russian strikes overnight continue to, blow stuff up and hurt people. You know what I mean?
Right. What up, Jim?
Yeah. I saw that once again Zelensky said, we're not going to concede any territory. And I'm like, come on, man. Chief, you need to settle down before you end up rubble.
Right.
You can keep all your territory. If it's destroyed, what difference would it make? At some point you have to go, man, let me wave this white flag and get these people some relief. Maybe you give up a couple towns or something, but damn. Okay. What else do we have here? Okay. Yep. Attorney General Pam Bondi eliminated rules last night that limited how much Washington, D.C. police can work with federal immigration agents like ICE. This reverse sanctuary policy in the nation's capital allows the Metro PD to fully cooperate with immigration enforcement. A Minnesota man who killed a top Democratic state lawmaker and wounded another while pretending to be a police officer now faces more charges. Vance Bolter charged yesterday with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 4 counts of attempted first-degree murder, impersonating a police officer, and animal cruelty for shooting the family dog. Damn. Damn, man. Not the dog, bro. Says, do all of Rich's in-laws get him in the divorce? That's what Wendy said. Apparently, yeah. I think that speaks highly here. Costco announced yesterday it will not sell the abortion pill at its pharmacy locations. They said that decision was based on a lack of demand from members and other patients who usually get the drug from their medical provider instead. Yeah, I could kind of see that. You might, go to the doctor there.
I'm dying right now because I feel like this is the most Arkansas thing ever.
Why? Because
I have my I have my aunt and my ex-mom-in-law from 2 different relationships, 2 different marriages, both on the same show.
That is very Arkansas.
Chatting about me.
We just became Jerry Springer somehow. How did that happen, bro? The Attorney General
Love y'all too.
of Louisiana, Liz Muriel, is apparently suing Roblox, the online gaming platform, claiming it allows sexual predators to thrive, unite, and hunt and victimize kids. Says Roblox has failed to put in place safety measures to protect kids from adult predators. They have about 111 million monthly users.
It starts at home, man.
What do you mean by that?
Internet safety.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I saw this article the other day, and like that was a comment. And Roblox has been like, if you're a parent and you don't know or you haven't heard about Roblox, like, especially if you're a young kid parent, like, you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been an issue with Roblox forever.
Yeah.
To the point, and
so you probably don't let your kid on Roblox, or if you do, it's supervised. Or something?
Yeah, he's not allowed to play unless I'm on there. Like normally, that's a father-son activity at night, like before bed.
So that you can look out for, and make sure nothing's happening.
Right.
Have you seen crazy people on it?
I have not.
No. But you just heard a lot about it.
Right. I've heard enough to know that hey, it's something that I need to supervise.
Yeah. No, I get you. No, and you are right about that. Everything does start at home. If you set that tone, if you're involved and you know what's going on, instead of just handing them a device to babysit them.
Right.
You
gotta pay attention.
No, you do.
Especially in like today, because dude, they'll sneak so much stuff in to what's supposed to be kid stuff. YouTube Kids is another one that's like, you got to really pay attention to what your kiddo's listening to.
Historically, if you go over to comments on YouTube videos, man, it can get buck wild.
Yeah, man.
And not even about whatever's on the video. It's just crazy shit, man. I don't know what goes on there.
It's just, man.
While out shopping with his wife last Friday, off-duty police officer Paul Millard from Great Bend, Kansas, jumped into action when he heard gunshots outside a Wichita shopping center. Moments after witnessing a fight break out among a group of teens, he spotted one of them with a firearm. He identified himself as an officer, drew his weapon, ordered the suspect to drop his gun, and stopped chaos before it could get worse. Thanks to his quick thinking and being calm under pressure, the suspect was detained. No bystanders were harmed. The police chief called his actions incredibly brave, noted that he likely prevented a much more serious tragedy. 3 teens arrested, 2 others were treated for injuries. Authorities agree it could have ended far worse. He's also a school resource officer, said stepping in was never a question. Yeah, no, that's what those guys do.
Right.
That's who they are.
Them.
Yeah, they're the John McClanes out there. You know what I mean? Megadeth announced their final album and farewell tour. That's what the countdown clock was for. They're going to end their 40-year career after releasing one more album and doing the farewell tour next year. Dave Mustaine said he wants to go out on his own terms while the band's still on top. In other words, I don't want to be so old that I'm, worried I can't finish the tour.
Because of weather and,
whatever. Yeah, that's right.
We're going to blame it on all the disasters.
Yeah. The new album drops early next year. If you don't know, they formed in 1983 after Mustaine was kicked out of Metallica before their first album. The band became one of the most important metal groups of all time. They've dropped 16 albums and sold millions worldwide. 5 of their albums platinum, and their most recent release reached number 3 on the Billboard in 2022. Mustaine, the only member to stay with the band through all the changes over the decades, so he's the only original DNA in it. Little Doggy said, I can remember a time when my oldest was 10. My internet security was so good I came home and he had won over 1,000 on Bodog Poker with my money. I used passwords after that to open my computer. At least he won. I mean, that's the good point, right?
This is very true.
Yeah, at least he won. He probably didn't know it was, real money. Brad said, I love some Megadeth.
What a...
The Peacemaker Season 2 premiere lit up New York, and James Gunn talked about his place in the DC universe. He's talking about Superman leads directly into Peacemaker, and then we're going to set up the rest of the DCU in this season. Gunn also teased that he's already finished a treatment for the next story in what he said he'll call the Superman saga. As for Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn future, Gunn did keep that open. He said it'll be revealed down the line. He said, I definitely am always looking for a place to put Bloodsport, the mercenary played by Idris Elba, in the Suicide Squad. With Superman paving the way, Season 2 of Peacemaker is probably going to be pretty loaded up.
Right.
What's up, Ronnie James?
I'd heard, and I pulled it up here for a little bit more, but Tobey Maguire is rumored to be coming back for Spider-Man.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
They're actually talking about doing a Spider-Man 4 and then potentially having him in a Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Really? That's interesting.
And do like a really integrated storyline specifically behind his Spider-Man.
Yeah, I can see that. My younger son Tyler, no matter who plays Spider-Man, he says Tobey Maguire is Spider-Man.
I kind of agree with that, man.
He feels pretty strong about that's his Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few of the other ones, but yeah.
I guess a lot of times, when you grow up, whatever you see, whatever you're with is the one that you like the most. That you
stick with, yeah.
And that was the one that he fell in love with, and he's like, yeah, no, that's my Spider-Man. I like all of them. They're all great to me. All right, let's do a little bit of sports that you give a damn about. For the first time ever, naming rights to some Olympic venues will be sold for the 2028 games in L.A. This breaks with the long-standing tradition of keeping brand names off arenas and stadiums. The organizing committee for the Olympics had 2 deals already in place. Honda has rights to the volleyball arena, Comcast for the squash venue. LA28 chairman and CEO Casey Wasserman said these deals are needed because the core cost of the games isn't backed by government funding. And Kansas City wideout Rashee Rice won't miss the start of the NFL season, according at least to Adam Schefter. His disciplinary hearing with the league will happen Tuesday, September 30th. It'll be presided over by a judge. The only other NFL disciplinary hearing she's presided over involved Deshaun Watson. After the first 4 games of the season, we'll find out how much of the rest of the season, if any, Rice will miss as a result of a multi-car crash he was involved in the 2024 offseason. Turkey said Toby's too limp-wristed to be a hero. Listen, man, you can say that to me, but I wouldn't say that around Tyler unless you want to, put up your dukes for it. He might take offense to that one. And then finally, this is great. This is what happens when you're in Milwaukee. When the Milwaukee Brewers won their 12th straight game over the weekend, it wasn't just a team that celebrated. It was a victory for the whole city because of a standing policy since the 1940s with George Webb restaurants offering free burgers if the Brew Crew was able to win a dozen straight games. On the George Webb X account, they clearly stated that they were working hard to prepare and they'd be announcing the date for the 3 free burgers on Thursday. Well, apparently one fan didn't see that post because he went to a location to claim his burger, and then when they didn't have it, he called 911. That's right. No crime was found to be committed, and George Webb reportedly ordered 25,000 pounds of beef and is planning to give away 100,000 burgers next week.
Jeez.
That's crazy. Miss Wild said, what about the human trafficking in Hot Springs? Did they say they caught that guy? He had many places. I'm not familiar with that story.
So there was a few massage parlors, I guess,
Oh.
busted in Hot Springs over the last couple
I
days.
see. Yeah.
And then one of the owners was caught in more than just that, in human trafficking and stuff. So I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit. Yeah.
I never seem to stumble across those massage parlors. I never seem to stumble across those before they're gone. I always hear about them.
You always hear about them afterwards, and
How about that?
Yeah.
Not that that's the place to.
I mean-
if you're going to the massage parlor to get your handy on, you could probably find some other ways to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I wonder how
I'd be
many.
disappointed. I'd be like, look, no, I came here for a massage. Give me a massage.
How many? Because there are so many legitimate massage therapists out there.
Right.
I wonder.
Oh, I'm sure they have
how
horrible.
many times a year
Oh.
that somebody tries to see if hey, do you
Yeah.
can it get happy towards the end? I mean,
I'm sure they hear that every day.
they've got to hear
A million times.
regularly.
I'm sure.
Right? I said they caught him. They busted the parlors a few months ago. Raided like 5 of them. I think.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's take us a break real quick, and we'll come back here in just a minute. All right. Yeah, what? Hold on. What?
Brandon was like, well, Rich has been in Hot Springs a lot lately.
We are back. We are back. Welcome to Patrick and the People. Let me act this out so you can see our guest. I'm really excited. Actually, we were watching clips of you last night on YouTube. The family sat around watching your stand-up. Our guest is Barry Laminack, and Barry is the headliner this weekend at the Looney Bin. Man, how long have you been doing stand-up now, bro?
Man, I'm on 13 years now.
13 years,
13
man.
years of living the dream and being broke.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. No, I've lived that dream with you.
Yeah.
I've done the same thing. I've done stand-up for quite a while. But how did you get started, man?
You know, I wanted to be a stand-up since I was 8, and I never really living in Houston. I'm from Houston, Texas, and living there, I never thought that was a thing you could do. So I never tried it until I was 38 and didn't have a job.
Really?
Just sitting around the house. I was like, man, I guess I'm going to try this. And just a buddy of mine told me about an open mic, and I was like, what is that? I had no idea. I thought you had to be in L.A. or Houston or New York to be a stand-up. And he told me about an open mic, and so I went to an open mic, and that's when I started. So that was it. But I waited 30 years after I found stand-up.
So when you were 8, what stand-up was it that you found that inspired you?
I hate this story because
Because you shouldn't have been watching it at 8?
No, it's Bill Cosby.
Oh, don't feel bad about that. Listen, Bill Cosby, before he was a rapist, was a phenomenal comedian.
I always say it was Bill Cosby. It was BC. You know, it was Bill Cosby.
No,
it was PC, pretty creepy.
Listen, when I was a kid, literally, my mom had albums of Bill Cosby comedy.
Yeah.
You know, and so I would listen to a lot of that stand-up like that, you know. It was pretty great at the time. You know, he was an amazing storyteller. That's what he was.
One of the best ever. Yeah.
I would agree with that. It's cool if y'all have your phones up on high. I just want you to know that. This is really cool. I'm just messing with you, man. So, Barry, so you did your open mic, and then, you know, what happened after that? I mean, you just kept going to open mic until you got noticed, or did you run into somebody? What
you know, starting at 38, I had a kind of an advantage over a lot of people. I had life experience. I had been like a project manager for Halliburton, and you've gone through life almost at 40. So I kind of advanced faster than most, you know. So by year 2, I was featuring and already on the road. So I was moving. It's because I had a story to tell. You know, I was already.
Man, I know so much what you mean, because I remember when I was doing stand-up, and early on, I was like you. You know, I had a whole work history behind me. I had relationships behind me, marriages, all of that. You know, so I had a wealth of real-world material, and I went to perform at a college function, and man, they didn't understand a damn thing I was talking about. I was like, oh, no, this is a bad crowd for me.
They had, I feel you on that. I'd done one college in 13 years. I was like, never again.
No, it's a whole different world there, and I don't have the jokes for them. You know, they can go live and come back and listen to me in 10 years.
I did get lucky. I started radio at the same time I started.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I won this contest. It was called Rock the Mic. ESPN Radio in Houston did it. And a buddy of mine worked there, and I was like, man, you should put me on the radio. I'm funny. He was like, yeah, it don't work like that. That's not how radio works. I was like, yeah, but I'm funny. He was like, no, this is like the 6th largest media market. We don't do it that way. He goes, you should try our contest, and if you win, they'll put you on Sundays. I was like, when is it? He was like, Friday. This was Tuesday. I was like, oh, all right, I'll do it. And then like 6 weeks later, I won the contest. And
that's awesome.
They were like, yeah, you got 6 weeks on Sundays, and if you suck, we'll just give you your prize and you can go about your way. And then 8 years later, I had a radio career.
You did it for 8 years. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough in that regard too. As I was building a stand-up career, I'm on the radio in Houston, so I'm able to attract crowds.
Man, you and I, you and I have come down the same
kindred
path.
spirits, huh? Yeah, that's what I heard about you, Patrick. Yeah.
So tell me, you know, along this route that you've taken, you know, because clearly you've done a lot of shows with a lot of different people. There was a moment in this build-up in your career where you're standing on a stage with somebody or following somebody or around somebody, and you're like, Jesus, how did this happen to me? How did I get this lucky?
Yeah, you know what?
Moment, man?
It was, and this is wild because I think it's when those two careers kind of merged into one. It was when the Super Bowl came to Houston.
Okay.
Where I'm from. A friend of mine was doing a show at the Houston Improv, and he asked me if I wanted to open for George Wallace, who is
legend.
Yeah, and so it wasn't even just being able to sit in the green room and hang out with George Wallace, and it was being on stage, opening for George Wallace. and just realizing I'm doing a set for a crowd of mostly athletes and Super Bowl people.
Right.
Sold out.
Yeah, Houston is a pretty wealthy area, to be honest with you. A lot of people may not know that Drake is there. A lot of athletes are there. So
Lots,
the pressure is high when you're on that kind of stage.
Especially when the Super Bowl's in town.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you look out and you're just seeing like, Ward Moon and old Oilers and new Texans and people coming in from out of state that are, there for the Super Bowl. And it was really cool. It was a surreal moment. And then come off stage and have George Wallace tell you, like, that was great, man. Like,
That's awesome,
compliment
man.
you. It was very surreal for a guy who was just like, just trying to find his way.
No, I feel you. My moment was when I got the call from Ralphie May to open for him, and I ended up opening for him a couple different times and performing. We really got along well.
Ralphie's a great dude.
Man,
He was a solid cat.
Man, probably the most explicit performer I've ever heard who somehow made it palatable. I don't even understand how he made it palatable, but he did.
Yeah, it was amazing what he could do with the microphone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he drew everybody in.
He did.
I think the greatness of Ralphie was lost on a lot of people.
It probably was. He didn't have enough time, to cement that. I mean, he's a legend to most comedians, I think, because of what he was able to do on a stage. I mean, he was just he put on a master class, really.
He really did.
And I could never do explicit material like that, but I do respect someone who's so confident that they can do it, because the only way you can deliver that is full force.
And I know exactly what you're saying. We just won't say it out loud. But there were words he would say, and you'd be like, how did you get away with saying that?
And
he would
just
he would lean forward when he would say it, and then you'd be like, wow.
And it's crazy. I could never do that.
No.
They would run me out of here.
I would be shot in the parking lot. Yeah.
No, I'm dead for sure.
Yeah. It's great.
So, who were comedians as you were kind of growing up that inspired you other than BC?
Yeah, I liked so it was wild when I was coming up. The Def Jam had hit.
Yeah, Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah, Def Comedy Jam, and that was, to me, it attracted me because I'm kind of silly on stage. I'm not. People are always like, "So what is the point of your comedy?" I'm like, "There's no point." I'm just
point.
Yeah, I mean, it's just silly. You know what I mean?
It's
like
a drive, just ride it.
I just like to have fun. Somebody was like, "What do you want people thinking when they leave?" I'm like, "If you think I failed, it's just have a good time, have fun." And
I want them to think that I'd like to see you again.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So, like, I grew up watching like Def Comedy Jam, but it was really anybody, because I remember, and this sounds crazy, but I remember watching Carrot Top as a kid.
Oh yeah.
And thinking how much I enjoyed that. And now as a comic, you're like, okay, I'm not supposed to like him.
Right. No,
you're not supposed to like somebody like that.
But that muscled up lady is a great prop comedy comedian. I'm sorry.
The same thing with Gallagher.
I'm sorry, Carrot. I know you're awesome.
I wasn't supposed to like Gallagher, but I did,
No, but they were very popular, both of them, for a long time.
Yeah.
Still are. I mean, they still command audiences wherever they go.
But that was the thing. It's like, it was really I just loved comedy.
Right.
I mean, it would go from Gallagher to Def Comedy Jam and everything in between.
Right.
And to this day, I'll watch just about anybody.
So, your point is, I like to be silly on stage. So I'm guessing that you probably don't wade into controversial topics and try to push envelopes
Man,
like that.
My most political topic, my most controversial topic is I'm mad at our government because they're banning TikTok.
Yeah, that's it.
Because if they do, I don't know how I'm supposed to spend quality time with my wife. That's
because we scroll.
What else?
Yeah,
that's it. Like, that's how couples hang out. And if they take that from me, she's going to realize I'm stupid and then leave because we have to talk. And then I'm dead. You know what I mean?
It's so funny you say that, because it seems like every day I get home and my wife can't wait to go, I've got a new crop of TikToks to show you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you scroll to the point where you go, oh, I've seen that one. You're like,
How dare you?
Yeah,
I don't
it's bad to
You're
say
a brave man. I don't say that. And don't not respond when she sends them to you. If you're not there, like 3 seconds after she sends them, she's like, "Did you get it?" I'm like, "It was 4 minutes. I'm still watching it. You got to give me a second." By the way, it's just a cat sleeping.
Yeah, you have to be careful when people send you stuff not to respond too quickly.
Yeah.
You know, you have to look at the video and go, how long is it that I need to wait before
But not too long. Not too long, because if it's your
About
spouse, she's mad.
It's supposed to end. And maybe I watched it, maybe I didn't, but I'm going to go, yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, it's a dance. It's a delicate dance. You know what I mean? You got to play that dance.
That's right. That's right. So, what you said you don't have a point, but what kind of things do you like to talk about?
You know, I talk about, obviously, I've been with my wife since '98. So that's when we started dating.
So almost 20 years, 17 years, something like that.
Yeah, we've been married since 2004. Started dating in '98. So I talk a lot about marriage, but I talk a lot about just my experience in life and my viewpoints of pop culture, stuff like that. You know, just being a 51-year-old married dude with no kids.
Yeah,
and what it's like being that. Because
no kids, that's interesting too.
I love it. You know what I mean?
Listen, I'm fortunate. My tax deductions are 26 and 23 now, so I don't have to.
Yeah.
You know, well, they still come to Dad, but it's not quite like it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we are thinking about adopting. So
no, that's
the highway.
Yeah.
No,
that's right.
No,
I know that's exactly right. A pet.
No.
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, I was surprised by my son yesterday because I called him and he was telling me about having to pay off something, and he goes, "But the good news is I went into my emergency funds and it wasn't even half of it." He goes, "You know I have 3 savings accounts, right?" And I was like, Jesus, I don't even have one. What is going on here? How did this happen?
You're like, I think I seeded that for you, didn't I?
Can you share that with me? I need one of those accounts, bro.
Yeah, make this reciprocal.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, as you've progressed through comedy, do you just love what you do, or are you still looking for more, Barry?
I mean, I always want to grow, but I'm not one of those comics. There's a lot of comics that are like, I want to write for SNL, or I want to do movies or sitcoms, and I just love the stage.
Yeah.
I don't do sports talk radio anymore. I have my own show on the internet, but I still talk about sports.
Yeah.
But it's more of a sports talk / entertainment show.
Yeah.
So I still do that. Because a lot of I got laid off from ESPN during COVID.
Okay.
A lot of my fans were like, just do your own show on the internet. And I was kind of doing that at night anyways during COVID. I know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. When
Wayne was we might be brothers.
When Wayne was telling me, I was like, is this just like are we in like the upside down? Is this Stranger Things? What's happening?
Yeah, am I going to walk in? It's going to be myself interviewing me? What's happening here?
Yeah. So that's what I do. I mean, during the day, I do a 3-hour show on Twitch and YouTube, and then I just do stand-up. And this is all I want. You know what I mean? I just want to make people laugh and entertain people.
There is something different about stand-up versus any other thing you can do as far as, I think, gratification goes, because it's immediate. Mm-hmm. It's not delayed most of the time, and unless you're doing
it right, yeah.
But there's just a complete feeling of satisfaction when you walk off that stage and you've done your job, and they love it. It feels like, I did my job today.
Yeah, it is, and that's what's kind of weird about the two is even like when you can tell like when you're live streaming because you have chat, right? And they interact with you, and you'll know if a bit is working, but. With the radio, it was always different because I would go and do stand-up at night, and I curse at my shows. I'm not clean. I'm not a clean comic. I've done a dry bar special, but
I don't love it. Not because I'm explicit, just because I'm a normal dude and I curse.
Yeah, and I can work clean. I did. Dry bar is like Mormon clean.
Yeah,
so I can do it.
It can be done. It's just I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean that's not how I talk in my everyday life.
Work.
I mean I'm not. I think there's a difference between cussing and being like dirty.
Yeah,
and I just cuss.
Yeah, no,
I'm not dirty. My topics aren't dirty. I just like the F word. It's fun.
Two things. It works as a modifier well in most cases.
Yeah.
Two things that I learned early in my career that I didn't want to do. I had one set where I had politics, and immediately I hated it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is terrible. It divides the audience right away. I hate it.
Yep.
The second thing was, I tried one set where I was a little bit more explicit, and I don't think I did that set twice. And I was like, I can't deliver this. I can't.
It's not you.
It's not authentic for me to talk that way, and if you can't, comedy, that's the one thing that comes through is authenticity.
That's it.
You know, and if you're not being authentic, an audience will sniff that out quickly.
That's as long as you're you up
Yeah.
there. I don't care who the audience is, because they'll know,
Yeah.
right? Like if you go, it could be in like an all black crowd, an all white crowd, an all female crowd. I've done shows,
Yep.
or LGBTQ crowd.
Yep.
But if you go up there
Yep.
and you're fake, whether you're pandering or you're
Right.
trying to be, like overly macho or
Yeah.
overly political or what, they know.
No,
and
they
if they sniff it out, you're done. But
Yeah.
if you talk, if you curse in your everyday life, and if that's how you deliver the jokes, they're going to come across better because
and unless you're performing,
it's your voice.
Yeah, I've told the story before, and I'm not going to lay it all out, but unless you're doing a corporate event or some type of thing like that, I did a corporate event once, and about 15 minutes in, the guy waved the white flag for me.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I walked a couple tables of blue hairs at the corporate function.
Oh, yeah.
And now the front rows were all young people. They were eating it up. But the old heads hated
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Hated it, man. And so what did I do when he waved the white flag? I immediately went to my 15-minute closing bit, which was absolutely dirty, and just
You're like,
rode out. I
double
was like,
down.
if I'm going out,
Yeah.
I'm going out swinging, man.
Yeah.
I was worried I would not get a check, but I did.
That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Get that money.
That
Yeah.
is what matters, man. That is what matters. So you're performing tonight and tomorrow night at the Looney Bin,
Yep.
right?
We got 2 shows tonight and 2 shows tomorrow.
So if you go to Looney Bin LR, you can find tickets right there. Of course, you can pay if there are tickets available. You can walk up and pay right there on the spot. But I think that probably if you're wanting to go tonight or tomorrow, I suggest encourage you highly to get tickets now, man.
Yeah, go get them. We're gonna have a good time. The lineup is amazing. We've got a killer lineup. I was able to bring a friend of mine up to host the show.
Yeah, he's the one who couldn't get out of bed this morning.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Will couldn't get up. I was knocking on the door.
Yeah.
He's a
Will, next time bring your ass.
he's a big oaf of a man, but he's hilarious. And yeah, we've got Brian as our feature. It's been a great show so far. They're all killer comics. So
man,
we're having a
the Looney
blast.
Bin, for a long time it was a much stiffer comedy club, and when Wayne took over, it really changed the game there. And Wayne runs a great club. He understands what it takes to entertain an audience, and that's what he's focused on. He doesn't care about all the bullshit. He just wants to entertain his audience and make sure they have fun.
That's what I love about Wayne is you know exactly where you stand with Wayne.
No, Wayne does not. He doesn't hide anything.
No.
He doesn't veil it. It's very direct.
But he's also very fair, and he doesn't hold grudges. And it's
And believe
like
it or not, he's really a kind person.
He really is.
You might not think so just initially, but once you get to know him, he's really nice. You know.
Totally agree. And but he cares about comics. He cares about comedy.
Yeah.
And he cares about comedy in Little Rock.
Yeah. No.
And
he's
if you
passionate
don't think
about
that's important, I'll tell you, it is important because the Looney Bin it had 4 clubs.
Yeah.
There was here, it was Tulsa, Oklahoma City, and
Yep.
Wichita.
Yep.
And when Jeff passed away,
Yep.
God rest his soul,
Yep.
Oklahoma City went away, and Wichita went away. So
Yep.
there's no comedy in Wichita right now, and
Yep.
that very well could have
And
been
if
the case
it
here.
went here, if it went here, there wouldn't be any.
Yeah,
I mean, you'd have to open another club because there's not one.
Yeah, and it could have been in somebody's hands that didn't care about
No, you're right.
comics, comedy, or Little Rock, and so yeah,
And the Funny
the
Bones
city's lucky.
ride, they came here many years ago, and they didn't last very long. It unfortunately it's a one comedy club town, but the good news is it's a great comedy club.
Yeah.
So you're going to go and you're going to get premium entertainment. You're not going to get junk. You're going to get good comedy every time you go. It's very consistent.
Yeah, this is like my 6th or 7th time through here now. Yeah, I've been coming here for a while.
That's
now,
awesome,
so,
man.
Yeah, it's
well,
fun.
next time, let's get ahead of the storm and let's work something out beforehand. And I'd love to work with you, man. I think it'd be fun. I mean, I think we must be kindred somehow.
So
this
is crazy.
Let's try to work something out on that, Barry.
Yeah.
And we'll continue to follow you. If they want to see you on social media, What do they do?
Super easy. At Barry is funny. Barry. Don't spell it with an E. That's like the strawberry.
And that's pretty great. Barry is funny.
Barry is funny.
No numbers, no funny
Nothing.
things in
Just
it. No
on everything.
ampersands, no exclamations.
Yeah, no, my people can't spell ampersand.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Barry is funny, all one word, whatever platform. I try to keep it real consistent, real easy. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Barry is funny. And lr.looneybincomedy.com for tickets.
All right.
lr.looneybincomedy.com.
That's Barry Laminack. He is your headliner this weekend at the Looney Bin. I highly encourage you to get out and see him. You can check out his clips online. He's damn well worth your money, and you're going to have a great time. And thank you for coming in today,
Thanks
man.
for having me. This is a lot of fun. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. All right, we'll be back in just a minute.
Punched the clock Friday at 5:05. After 14 hours, I shouldn't feel alive. Been waiting all week to take this trip. Trading in the old Chevy for a spaceship. Got a Yeti full of ice cold barley and hops. We're gonna need something more to reach the next stop. Not headed to Nashville, LA, or the Big D, Dallas. Instead, I'm heading on a trip with my girl Alice. I ain't practicing ancient rituals, but I'm damn sure headed for the visuals. My dynamic duo is finally here. Ain't nothing better than shrooms and beer. Gold top zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, I call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. About an hour in, the journey has begun. My beer just winked at me and yelled, ain't it fun? At about 2 hours, the world disappears. But that's the magic of shrooms and beer. Gold top zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, or call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. Found an ocean in my head, and I dived right in. Talking to a sexy mermaid, a banging sound barged in. I know someone's at the door, I'm paralyzed by fear. But then he said, hey bro, it's Joey, I brought some shrooms and beer. Gold top zoomers or blue meanies. Don't need to rub a lamp cause I'm my own genie. Cosmic cookies, dream daddies, I call them the hippie flip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. I ain't leaving the house, but I'm taking a trip. I ain't practicing ancient rituals, but I'm damn sure headed for the visuals. My dynamic duo is finally here. Ain't nothing better than shrooms and beer.
All right, we are back, and everybody coming into the studio. We were having a good time talking with Barry there before he left. What a cool dude he is, man. Very interesting that we shared a lot of the same story.
Right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I was surprised by that myself. All right, so joining us again, Darin and David here. Very excited to have you guys on, and you've got
Always fun.
a big show coming up at Vinos. and that's September 13th.
It is, yes.
Yeah, and I'm going to be doing some stand
Yeah,
up.
I even drug you in.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to do some stand up.
Maybe get
I'm
Laura in
excited.
there. I'm
Yeah,
stoked.
we were talking about it last night, so I'm hoping that I can get her to maybe come out. You know, she's still,
That'd be great.
she's focused so much on real estate right now.
Sure,
and she's
sure.
doing a lot of content, and
I've seen
things
some of
like
her
that.
video stuff, yeah.
Yeah, she's really good with the videos, and so she might surpass me any moment. I don't know, and that's fine if she does. I don't mind being the secondary breadwinner in the
I
house.
love your voiceover on your video. This is 212 West.
Yeah,
Whatever.
right. Yeah,
This is
yeah.
immaculately remodeled.
Yeah.
I mean, it just.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I
Good
really
stuff.
do. I
Good
really do. So you've got now a whole lineup of bands
I do.
that are going to be playing, right?
Let's run this down real quick.
Yeah, tell
Okay.
me about it.
Mammoth Caravan, Aurora, Manium, Body Drop reunion,
Body Drop,
three
yeah.
speed reunion.
Wow.
Angry Patrick, of course. Death Metal Disco, the Tomcats. Not familiar with them. Ashtray Babyhead.
Oh my
reunion.
God! Yeah, I hadn't heard them in forever.
Big Boss Line reunion, and Joe in the Fields. And I'm told there'll be a couple more, but
Wow, man, that's
Nice.
a lot of
it's gonna
bands.
be a big night. Yeah.
That's a lot of bands. So how long will this show be? Do you think?
Man, we're going to try to start at 7 and everybody do 25-minute sets.
Yeah.
You can actually go longer. Ashtray Babyhead's probably going to go longer, but I'm trying to keep it down to about 30 minutes.
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
so
Well,
we can
we'll
get through
work it
everything.
out. I'm
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's fine. I anticipate on that show that I'm going to have a lot of fun interacting with the crowd as much as I am just doing straight stand up. Although I've got stuff to do.
All I'm going to do is heckle and throw tomatoes.
That's perfect. If you didn't, I'd be disappointed in it. You know what I mean? I'd be very disappointed. David, what excites you about the show, man?
Obviously the 3-speed reunion. Darin's in another band with Death Metal Disco, but getting
Yeah.
back on the stage. And a little fun fact here: this is the third iteration of 3-speed, so it's
Yeah.
like shifting into third gear.
Yeah.
This lineup has not been together. The original band was Darin, Wes Shook, Kevin Fink. Second iteration, Wes had left, and me and another bass player, Larry Perriman, wrote some new music. But this is going to be the third version. We've never played together
Oh, wow.
as a group, but we've all been in bands. That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Every single one of us has been in a band together, so the chemistry's there.
Yeah.
We had a rehearsal this past week, and you can tell it's we're there. We've got the set list. I don't think we're going to reveal that, but we've got a
Right.
set list, and man, it was a fight to
Now,
get
It is
those
tough.
songs, and it was like, man, what if we're going to do this one? What do we got to cut? So we've got a fine set for any of you 3-speed folks. This is going to be a slamming set. You're going to love it.
Yeah, man. The great thing, the interesting thing, compelling thing I think about you is that you're kind of like Batman.
He's sneaky,
during the
boy.
day, he has a secret identity.
There's no
And he
doubt.
works for the DOJ, basically, for Arkansas, and at night he's rocking the stage, and that's cool, man. Is it tough to balance that, or have you just played so long now, it's
No.
not really a challenge
Yeah,
anymore?
I think in the early days, and it carries on now. I've kept those worlds apart.
Yeah.
But as I'm older now, it's just like I'm not as concerned anymore. It's like
Yeah.
no matter where you go in life, what you do, you're going to be judged.
Yeah.
So just enjoy what you do. And so now it's just like friends, family, my kids, and it's like, hey, don't be embarrassed by your dad. Just trust me. Get your buddies.
I've said that.
Get your buddies and just bring them to Vinos. It's going to be throwback pricing, and I think the menu.
Yeah, not 90s pricing. They're talking $1.25 beers, 95-cent slices.
That's crazy, man.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Yeah, a lot of this is to celebrate the 35th anniversary
Yes,
of Vinos.
yes.
And after we get done here in a little bit, I'll go ahead and drop that interview. I did an interview yesterday with Henry Lee, the
he's
owner.
great.
Man, he's a gem, man.
He is,
To
dude.
be honest with you, he really is someone who cares about the product that he puts out and the opportunities that he offers people in that venue.
Man, we sat and just talked forever of just about everything, all the dumb stories you can think of being there over 35 years, people. I was reminding him, I was like, man, remember that time you kicked us out? He was like, yeah, I can't remember what
Did he-
the hell.
did he remember?
It's a damn dive bar. I can't remember
Yeah.
what the hell, but he's also come up to us, like 3 or 4 or 5 of us, like get our bands, like, hey man, will y'all help me kick this guy out?
Yeah.
we do that too. Too funny, man.
That's funny. That's funny.
Good times at Vinos, man, forever. I mean, it was the place. It's a place that anybody can play, and that
yeah.
was that you just didn't have that. We weren't playing Juanitas when I was 20. They would snuff their note, and you what?
No. Same. I get that completely, David. This is probably what you fear the most. Is see tacticals at DOJ. Oof, I don't have guns anymore. No, he's not on that side of the DOJ.
I'm on the federal court side.
Yeah, he's on the accounting side of
Finance
it.
guy.
He's finance. He's money. So you don't have to worry about that. Little Doggy said that man's a local legend. Yeah, Henry Lee, he is a local legend for sure. Great gig.
Forgive me if I missed it, and y'all might have mentioned this already.
Yeah.
So are tickets already on sale for this event, or is it just like a show up at the door? Because I'm thinking it's going to fill out quick, man.
It
Yes.
definitely will. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be $5 at the door.
Oh yeah, it's going to pack out.
There's no doubt. It'll pack out and empty, pack out, and it'll just be
Yeah, it'll
constant
probably just a
rotation.
constant circulation of people, especially if you have that many bands playing.
Right.
I'm not sure if they're going to print tickets or not. That's a damn good. It's something I need.
Yeah.
Something I don't know that I need to know.
I don't know that even I would advance that. At $5 a ticket, I'm like, you come and get it.
Yeah, I mean, if you just walk in for a slice and go, hey,
Yeah.
man, that slice is cheap, I might as well
Yeah.
go hear somebody cut a guitar with a chainsaw. And
That's right.
it's funny, man. We're old enough now. Some of the kids that are opening for us and stuff, their parents are there with them, and their parents are younger than we are. I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn, dude,
Oh,
how did we
yeah,
get to, just snapped our fingers.
That's
in
a weird feeling, isn't it?
50s, man.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, no, I completely understand that feeling.
Yeah,
man.
like Barry was saying, he's like, I'm 51 and I don't have
Yeah.
any kids. I was raising them. I was like, that's me.
Yeah, I just keep praying my kids hold out longer to have their own kids because I'm not ready to be called Pawpaw, Grandpa, or anything like that.
If I ever hear any of that, that's all we're going to call you.
Yeah.
Angry Pawpaw.
Yeah,
Right.
you just call me Patrick, okay? That's what you're going to call me.
Set the boundaries.
Yeah, I'm going to set a hard boundary. You call me Patrick or Pat, maybe. All right, I'll let you get away with that. So, very exciting to see, death metal disco, doing so well. Right
We're
off
having
the bat.
fun, man.
Yeah, you are having fun, and you seem to be attracting a lot of people to get into this motion. It's almost like you've generated these multiple reunions of people.
Man, it's kind of weird. We started talking about this show, and it didn't. So the 30th one didn't happen because of COVID.
Yeah.
And I just found, we were looking for another gig. We don't play a whole lot. But I was at Vinos one day, and he said, man, the 35th is coming up. And then someone mentioned 3-speed, and next thing you know, bam, here we go. We're having
Yeah.
practices and adding bands left and right. And, literally trying to everyone I could think of. So, man, it's going to be fun.
Who do you miss from the local music scene?
Man, Jack May.
Yeah.
He had a little band called The Shallows. I always loved the guy. He's always been a freak, always been a weirdo. He was always that guy that I couldn't introduce to my dad. My dad get that weirdo out of here.
Yeah.
Great guitar player, great songwriter. I think he's in jail.
Really?
Which is almost
Shocking.
It's almost. That's almost
Par
cool.
for the course. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. If there was a throwback band that I could add, it would be The Shallows, man. That
What
would be
about
really cool.
whatever happened to, and I hope I don't put my foot in my mouth here, whatever happened to Kitch Moody?
Man, he is, he's doing like country rock type stuff.
Is he?
He's got a bunch of stuff going on. I didn't even think about it. He
Man, he
would
had a
make
couple of
space for
great
him
bands,
immediately.
man.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, well,
He's
Stereo
got-
Down, I think, was one of them that I
Yeah.
really liked that he was part of.
Man, he's kind of. I want to say he's kind of doing a country thing, but it's kind of rock too.
Yeah. Well, I think
he's
all
got
of
his
it is
hands
now.
he's got his hands really into both of those worlds. He's great at both.
Yeah.
Great country singer, great rock singer too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's kind of. I think he's going at the solo artist thing.
Another good one I'd love to see background.
Monoxide Project.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was his other-
Monoxide
yeah.
Project. That was the one that kind of blew up.
Yeah.
Kendall Wright. He's another
Love
great one.
Kendall,
Yeah,
man.
everybody love. Who doesn't love Kendall?
Where's little doggy at?
Yeah, everybody
Kendall
loves
is
Kendall.
the nicest freaking guy.
Man, ever. Maybe ever, man.
Great,
He's
man.
super nice, man.
Seems like the chili cook-offs, that would be our little reunion where I finally get to see him again,
There were a lot of bands that participated in the Chili Cook-Off.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. Man, we tried several times. Any time that I would need a bass player, of course, everyone's. It's you can start a band. Me and you could start a band in 5 minutes. If we said we need 3 musicians, they'd be here in 10.
Yeah, no, that's true.
But I always wanted him to be in a band with me. We've tried several different things.
Yeah.
That just never did pan out. But man, he's just easiest guy in the world to work with. Great bass player, perfect attitude.
Yeah, I mean, he's just generally a good teammate to have on any project,
For
really.
sure, man.
Which is probably why he makes it. I mean, he's a boss now at his job.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, not that he hadn't been there, he's been there many years now.
Yeah.
But he really, in a contracting world, to move up in that capacity is pretty amazing.
Yes.
At the speed that he did it. And it's a testament to how much people like working with him,
He's a
and
hard
no
worker.
matter the capacity that they're working with him in.
He's a leader. You know?
Yeah, no, he is. He really, really is. Man, you know, what instrument was the first thing you played when you were young?
Believe it or not, it was saxophone.
Really?
And not, and it was the baritone saxophone back in junior high. Mm-hmm. And I really think
pick it
that
back up.
Yeah, I think that probably carried over to some of the way that I play guitar. I had an older brother. He was 4.5 years older. A shred guy. He'd
Yeah.
fucking mop the floor with me today.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
And so I would deal with that. My mother was a hairdresser, and so every Saturday she'd be off to work, and I mean, as soon as that door shut, bam, he
It
was
was guitar
cranking
time.
up 412 and just shredding all over the place. And I kind of hated it at the time until I realized he was a badass.
Yeah.
But
People
then,
showing up at the door going, "Hey, man."
That's how my kids were with me for a long time. They would duck if people would talk, and then finally they realized, oh, he's kind of cool.
Dad's kinda cool,
Yeah, we can do that.
so I kind of went the other way, went rhythm style, and that's kind of been my influence. And baritone saxophone, you don't really do a lot of the lead parts in the
Right.
orchestration. You're kind of hanging out with some of the
So
brass.
you
and so-
like that rhythm style more.
Definitely like the coming up with some nice rhythms,
Yeah.
some bounce.
Now, you know, you guys have been in this market a long time, playing music. Who would you say, in your, you know, and I know you can't really just say one, but who to you is one of the best guitarists in the scene still today?
Tim Reed.
Tim Reed.
Tim Reed.
Tim Reed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He can play anything. If he was here right now, I could probably just sit and name songs. I mean, not.
He's a
not
human
give him-
jukebox.
Not
Yeah.
give him any warning at all, and he could
You
probably
just pick it up and play
he
it.
could probably get real close
He
instantly.
could play you Metallica, Michael Jackson, you
Yeah.
name it.
Now, for those who don't know, what's Tim Reed? What's his
Man,
story?
his there was a little band in Little Rock, I guess in the early '80s called Onyx.
Yeah.
They had a pretty good run.
Yeah, Trey was in that band.
It was
I'm pretty sure that Trey
The three-speed drummer
was the
Kevin Fink
original
was in it.
drummer.
Kevin Fink was the original.
Was
drummer
it? Was
for,
it?
for Onyx?
Maybe was Trey Clark not in that band?
Tyrion.
Tyrion.
Now you're talking Tyrion.
Tyrion.
So those
that's
guys.
Right. Tyrion.
So
That's
trip
right.
on this. I'm in the studio with those guys the day before yesterday. We're recording some stuff, and Trey texted me yesterday and said, "Why don't we get Tyrion to play this thing at Vinos?"
Yeah.
So then I'm on the phone with Mark and everybody, and I don't think it's going to pan out. I would do it.
Man, tell Trey next time you talk to
I'll
him
bring
that
his
I want
ass
him
up
to
here.
come up here.
I
Yeah,
will.
I want him to come up here. I hadn't seen that guy since Cloverdale Jr.
I will.
And I always
Dude,
thought
he's great.
He was a rock star then.
Yeah, he
Bro,
was.
he was a rock star.
He was.
When
No
I
doubt
tell you,
about it.
in junior high,
Always has been.
he lived he dressed it. He looked it. People treated
And-
him that way. I mean, he was a rock star. I guess from the time he came out the womb. You know.
Most of the on the road stuff that I've ever done it was in a band called Three Speed. It was the first iteration
Yeah.
of Three Speed, and he was with us almost always.
Yeah.
And man, we're just brothers. So.
Yeah. No, he was always, you know, he was one of those guys who was a rock star, but he was still cool with everybody. It didn't
Right.
matter whether you were the jock or the geek.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
the guys
he was
liked
just
him.
cool people.
The guys
yeah.
liked, you know.
Oh,
He's
and
still
all the
cool.
girls liked him. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Now his brother Jay. I mean, I was just like, these girls are falling off this guy.
Yeah, no,
This
it's,
guy's
yeah,
a-
Jay was
These
was
girls
a
are growing,
legend.
growing on a tree, and it's
No,
called Jay Clark.
Yeah, that's he was a legend. I don't know
Dude,
what,
I mean,
what he had
just
going on.
Go to
but-
Vinos and lean on a wall and just.
Yeah.
I mean,
just stand by him and catch the fall off.
That's it, man.
Yeah, catch the
There was-
crumbs. He was leaving.
No doubt about it. He's also a great,
That's
wonderful bass player.
Yeah.
Now that I'm talking about everybody. Of course, Mark is a great piano player, but it's so funny we're talking about Terry, and it's because we were literally texting yesterday, and they were half of them were trying to convince me that we could do it, and the other half were trying to convince me that we
no,
couldn't.
right, yeah.
And I said, just let me know. I said, I just got the finalized list, so if we're going to do it, I need to know in 48 hours.
You know, it's
So I'm liable to leave here, and they go, hey, man, we heard it, and somebody said, hey, do it. So
you know, far be it from me to ever tell you what you should and shouldn't do, but it seems like to me, with the connections that you have with all of these different musicians in our local
Sure.
scene, that maybe you could put together a dope ass festival type thing. Like, even a one-day festival
Sure.
with all these local bands, and it could be a really big deal. I
So,
think.
man, back when it was Corey and
Corey and Patrick, yeah.
yes. If you remember, I like sent in an email and I was like, man, what do you think about let's add bands
Yes.
to the chili cook-off?
Yes.
And Corey, I remember his email perfectly. It was, well, Darin, to put it simply, no.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Okay.
what did we end up doing? Adding bands to the chili
Dude,
cook-off.
the first one that we did.
Because I
it
told
went
him,
over.
it's
It
a
was
good
huge.
idea, Corey.
It was huge, brother.
Yeah, of course it was.
Oh, my God.
It was common sense, man.
It absolutely were. I mean, and I think we were like, I can't remember how we were getting rid of the alcohol, but somehow there was more money was pouring in, and we were giving away free alcohol for money, whatever.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
To charity
I
stuff.
think you were giving. I can remember a time you kept giving me hot damn shots.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of the theme of
Yeah,
the chili cook-off.
yeah,
you
no,
know?
it definitely was. People were always getting
It's
lit
daylight,
before-
and we're slamming
yeah,
shots.
5:30 in the morning, people are slamming shots. Getting ready for this 11 o'clock opening.
I
and-
always thought that the chili cook-off could have been a great spot for just and it could be any kind of band you want.
Yeah.
I mean, just keep one going the whole time.
I agree 100%. That was always what I thought that we should nonstop have.
And that
bands
might be
playing.
where it's going. I'm not even sure. Are they doing one? I don't even know.
They did one last year, and I understand that it was moderately
A
attended.
couple of them got rained out. No, I did.
Yeah, no, our last two got rained, and both of them made money. But man, talk about disappointment, because you do work really hard. There's so many moving pieces in that.
We did that one with Dark from Day One and Luke.
Yeah.
And dude, it was just, I mean, we were instantly playing acoustic to 5,000 people. I was like, there's no reason not to do this.
Every
right,
time.
right here we got American Chopper motorcycle.
Yeah.
Right here we got a dollar donation for a shot, and you
Yeah.
want to see a long line of people, buddy.
Boy, that'll do it right there. That'll do it.
I mean, just slinging it.
Little Doggy said the whole reason I did the cook-off was to promote local music. That's really
doubt,
true.
no doubt.
That's exactly what he did. I mean, he would bring out music. He would bring out bands. He did all of that.
We've played so many of his shows. I can't
Oh yeah,
count them
no,
all.
man. Back in the
He
day
rules.
when the Village was still a place
the
that you could
Village.
go play at, and after it was a theater, it was so much fun, and we did so many shows there that Little Doggy put together,
yeah.
and he had some great lineups. I mean, bands like Suffocate, who were awesome,
Love
and
Suffocate.
Body Drop, of course,
Yeah,
and
man.
lots of Monoxide Project was a great band then. I mean, all those
Yeah.
guys were on the scene and doing that.
I remember the one thing Land of Mines did. We pushed
Yeah, Land of
Matt's-
Mines.
we pushed Matt's fucking Harley out onto the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he parked it on my side of the stage. I remember I was like, it's
Yeah,
in my way.
Yeah, try not to knock it over.
Man, the good times that were had there, man. I can remember going to see Star Wars and stuff back, back
Oh
in the
my
day there,
God,
and I
yeah, the
always
Cinema
thought that
150.
would be an
Yeah.
awesome spot for a metal show, for a rock show.
Right behind the Village, there was at one point a drive-in theater.
oh yeah,
Right, you remember that?
Coleman area, yeah.
Okay,
Asher Drive-In,
Yeah,
yeah.
Asher Drive-In, and for a long time it played normal movies. And then all of a sudden it started doing porn, and you'd pull up to the light at Asher and University, and you'd look over, and it'd just be a giant screen of dong in there. And you'd be
That's
like,
hilarious.
Oh my God!
I
man.
didn't even remember that.
Man, people started complaining because
People were having wrecks.
You could clear see it. They'd cut all the trees down.
You got 27 cars
you got
parked
a-
at Asher and
Yeah, you got
University.
an orgy at the stoplight going on. It's like, oh my God, man.
Dude, too fun.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy back then. All right, well let's do this. Let's go and take a look at this interview with Henry Lee. I think that you guys are going to like it a lot. He's such a good guy, and
Absolutely.
man, you don't stay in business as a bar for 35 years if you don't have certain ingredients to do that. I mean, just think about how many bars you know right now that have been in business for 35 years, still operating, and the answer is one.
That's right.
Hell, there's Pizza Huts and
Okay.
Domino's that aren't in the
Yeah.
same
I
place
guess
that
you
they
could
were
count
for
the
35
Cowboy.
years.
I guess you could say the Cowboy. It's been around a long time, but it's a different kind of venue.
It
you know.
is. It is.
All right, well, let's do this. We'll go right into this. Hold on.
Cool.
I'm sitting here with Henry Lee, the owner of the amazing Vinos. They're coming up on the 35th anniversary of the venue. Henry, why How did a dive bar make it 35 years, man?
Well, because I think we're a lot more than just a dive bar. I mean, yeah, the building and it fits that moniker pretty well, but we serve great food. We've had great entertainment, not just music, but a little bit of everything all through there. We really work with a lot of local groups and bring a lot of different people in. We make ourselves available to people if they need a space. I think all of that combined is kind of what's got us this far.
Yeah. I know, and I'm not even sure if you're aware of this, Henry, but many years ago, before I was full-time radio personality, I was a stand-up comic. And at that time, the Looney Bin
Right.
had kicked, they said, no, you don't have enough experience for us, And so I just started calling local venues and got Samantha on the phone. And literally my very first stand-up show that I've ever done in my career was right here.
That's cool.
It is very cool, man.
I'm kind of proud of that. We've done that with a lot of different types of entertainment, a lot of folks, and it's been really good. It's great to know everybody, but it's also great to see them be able to kick off what they want to do and doing something they love.
Yeah, I mean, it is amazing because one thing about Vinos is you never know what's going to be here. It could be music, it could be wrestling, right? It could be any number of things. You guys have all various types of entertainment and things of that nature.
Who would have thought you'd have a wrestling ring set up in here?
No, and it happens, believe it or not. They
love
do
it.
that. They do love it, man. It's very popular. It's a really unique wrestling troupe that it's very, let's say, rated R, to say
Oh
the
yeah,
least.
definitely. It's adult entertainment.
Adult entertainment for sure. What do you think makes the food so good here?
Well, for one, we use a lot of fresh ingredients. The reason we opened one of the reasons we opened Vinos was that there was no pizza place in town that me and my original two partners even really liked. It had been Shakey's and then U.S. Pizza along those lines, which is fine if that's what you like. But we like more of this New York style that we do, baked on stone, nice and crunchy on the bottom.
Yes.
But fresh ingredients, taking care and making sure that everything is always staying fresh. Constantly during the day we're refreshing, recutting, redoing everything. We do it all by hand. We don't buy anything pre-cooked. Well, I take that back. The only thing we actually cook in the ovens besides the pizzas themselves is our sausage. Because, pepperoni, of course, is already cured. And
Right.
else. So, anyway, but we use a lot of fresh ingredients. I think we provide a good value for the money.
What I know, just from being a regular, is that the consistency of the food has been the same the entire time. If you come to get a slice of pepperoni at Vinos, you know exactly what you're going to get, what it's going to be like, and what it's about.
Well, over the years, you always have trouble with new employees and things, but we work really hard to try and make sure that continuity is there. Typically, restaurants always get hammered by different vendors and things. People come in, let's try this cheese, let's try that cheese. We did that about 20-something years ago, and the first day that I put that new cheese out on the block, people were going, "What'd y'all do?
Yeah.
Why'd you mess everything up?" So we went right back to
the
doing,
original,
because it
because
wasn't just
it
one or
works.
two people; it was a bunch of people.
It was everybody, right.
So okay, this is what they want. This is what they know. Let's just keep what we're doing and just go with it from there.
So in the 35 years that you've had Vinos here, can you tell me just a handful of acts that probably played here that went on to just explode and be
of course,
that next
Green
level?
Day and Rancid and some of those guys, and Rocket from the Crypt and Reliant K, and Better Than Ezra's been here. We've had Living Color, just
A crazy
innumerable
number
bands
of
from way
great
back.
bands,
Now,
yeah.
Nowadays I don't keep up as much with what we're doing as far as some of those bands. It's a little too loud for me nowadays.
I
I'm getting a
understand.
little old, but still bringing in bands that are constantly on the up and coming.
Absolutely, you are. So tell me, in the 35 years you guys have been in business, what are some of the moments that you're proudest of with Vinos?
I'm proud that we kicked off a bunch of political campaigns in the early years for friends of mine, Sam Ledbetter, Vic Snyder, people like that, and we've made really good friends with them. Working with the legislature, changing all the brew pub laws. We were the original brew pub here in Little Rock.
That's right.
And I worked for about 12 years to get the brew pub laws liberalized to the point where I think even though we've made a few more changes since then, some of the best brew pub laws in the country.
Yeah, I agree.
The beer to go on Sundays was my deal. I'll take me and Sam Ledbetter. He helped pass it through the legislature.
Well, we thank you for that.
That was a big thing for us because we were the first retailer in the state to be able to sell beer to go on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's amazing, and still do it, right?
Oh yeah, we snuck it through there. But
What is it about the microbrew that makes it so good and has made it, again, like the pizza, that it's just lasted so long? Is it just so good?
well, that's part of it. And of course, there's been times when it wasn't. When we first started, we were brewing upstairs in a 30-gallon, steam kettle that we bought from auction at Cummins Prison.
Yeah, just shy of a still.
Yeah, pretty much that's what it
Yeah.
was. We were fermenting in plastic barrels. We didn't have any control over the temperatures and stuff. It was kind of just hit or miss. But we were the original restaurant in the state, as far as I know, to serve Guinness, Bass, and Harp on tap. So we had a built-in, really good beer clientele. And that's, the early 90s. 93 is when we started brewing. That's when the brew pub craze started back. All the smaller breweries and microbreweries and restaurant retrofits to be small breweries started out. And we got in on the early stages of that, and it's just grown from there. And we've worked really hard at keeping good brewers. We've had some really good people. Bill Riffle, who went on to open his own place, and won us a gold medal and a bronze medal at the Great American Beer Festival.
That's
A few
amazing.
years back. And now Brian Youngblood Slaughter, who's working for us, has won some medals at other places he's worked. So we're going to be make a big presence at Great American Beer Fest this year, and hopefully we'll bring home a medal for that too.
Do you think, can Vinos make it another 35?
Vinos probably can, but Henry can't.
That's probably the best answer that you could possibly give, Henry. I didn't expect you to be quite that honest, but I really appreciate that.
Well,
man.
it's like, dude, I was 30 years old when I started this thing, and it's been like owning 3 different businesses. We started out with the restaurant. The music came along with it. They were already doing music in this space, and we loved the space. That's why we moved here. That's why we bought this place. And so that was our second business, was kind of the music. And then we started the brewing in 93, so that was the third business. So that's kind of kept me hopping over the years. And now Chris pretty much handles all the day-to-day. Chris New, our general manager.
All right. So let's say that somebody's watching right now and they've never been to Vinos. They don't know anything about it. Tell them where Vinos is and how to find out more about you guys online.
All right. We're at 7th and Chester. We've been here the whole time. We are open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. We do pizzas, calzones, sandwiches, salads. We make our own root beer. We do our own numerous beers, 20-something beers a year, different styles, types. We're online at vinosbrewpub.com. We've got Facebook and Instagram presence, and you can find those on there.
All right. Well, if you come down to Vinos and you see Henry,
501-375-VINO for to-go orders.
you be sure and tell Henry you saw him on Patrick and the People, and shake his hand and thank him for what they've contributed to our local cultural music scene and food scene for the last 35 years.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that.
Thanks for taking time to talk to us, Henry.
Yeah, man.
All right, we are back. We are back, man.
Yeah.
Good time, man. Henry is good people, man. And get out to Vinos, man, and patronize those guys. If you like craft beer, or if you're into music, or if you love pizza, they do all that, and they do it really well. That New York style pizza is good stuff, man. I mean, it really is. Yeah, you get big slices there. You can order it by the slice, which is great.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's all ages in the front, right, or whatever?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely all ages in the front. Normally in the back, just depending on the show, they do those guys that do the insane rated R wrestling show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he says they do very well.
Yeah, they do, man.
They do really well. I guess it's crazy enough that people dig it.
They love it there, man. Yeah, I that's the one time that I've been to Vinos.
Yeah, it was for that.
Was to go check out their wrestling event there.
Man.
And it was packed. I mean, it was standing room only inside there. So.
Vinos has never looked any different than it does.
Yeah.
It's always looked the same. I don't know anything different about it now than there was 20 years ago. But the quality and the service you get and the experience you get are also still the same, which is why they've been in business so long.
Nice.
Yeah, no, they're really great.
I'm gonna definitely. I'm planning on coming and checking out the concert. I don't know if there's an official name for it or what. For this event that y'all are
there's
doing.
not an official name yet, I guess, but there will be, I'm sure. He said Darin's going to be out of town for about a week, and then he's going to come back and put together the flyers and all that stuff as well, and really start pushing it. But I mean, listen, $5 a ticket. I mean, that's cheap as hell, and then you're going to have like what do you say, $1.25 beers or something
Yeah, he
like
said
that?
something like that,
I
and
mean,
like
something
90-cent
ridiculous.
slices. Like
Yeah.
he said, they're flashing back to the 90s.
Yeah,
so.
no, I mean that's absolutely ridiculous.
Brandon said he's not surprised that I've only been there once. Yeah.
Well, why is that?
Because I don't get out
because
much,
you don't
man.
get out much.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. I mean, you're kind of a homebody, right? I mean, you'd say that.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're just not a kick it kind of guy. Not that you're opposed to it. It's just not your thing normally.
Well, there's a lot that goes into being able to go out and check out a place or something like that. So,
Yeah.
unless it's a kid-friendly place, right off the start. But
And that does change everything.
it really does,
yeah,
because
yeah,
when somebody calls you up and they're like, "Hey, I want to go check out these couple of bars," well, now I got to find a babysitter, and I got to pay the babysitter, and I got to pay to go to the bar and
Right.
the Uber, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just can't afford to.
All right. So what else you got going on right now, man?
Nothing right now, man. Saturday, we've got New Dynasty with TNR Championship Wrestling. That's coming up in Leechville, Arkansas.
So what's going on with them, man?
What do you mean? What's going on with
Well,
them?
what's going on with TNR? What's the story right now? What's big with them right now?
Well, let's see. So you're going to have, I believe, the new women's champion, Abby Grace. She's apparently going to have a statement to make.
They have
Oh yeah, they have a whole women's division now. Man.
Really?
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
bro.
man.
I mean, that's actually a pretty interesting thing.
Yeah.
To have.
Yeah, they've got let's see, Abby Grace, Madison, Hanson, Maddie. She goes by Maddie Bug.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got her. They've got Dahlia Black, Allie X. So.
Oh, they have Dahlia Black.
Yep.
Yeah, because she was an announcer.
Yeah, she
during,
started off as an
Arkansas.
announcer and commentator, and
Yeah.
and now has made her
She's
in-ring
progressed
debut. so-
into the ring.
Right.
That's pretty exciting, really, man. I mean,
Absolutely, man. It is. They're
think
really grown.
I think having a female division is really cool.
I agree. I think so. And it's something that isn't widely done around Arkansas yet that I've seen,
Right.
a lot of promotions do. It's
And I see lots of ladies that would qualify that could be in matches.
absolutely. So it's just getting it.
I don't mean that to be funny if that sounded funny.
No. I totally get it. But you are right. There's like the selection for female talent is not there. There's not a large selection. Number
Yeah.
one, and number two, because there's not that large selection, they tend to be a little bit pricier as far as booking goes.
Yeah.
And sometimes as a promotion, you can't always afford that
Sure.
high ticket or whatever.
So to be able to pull together a whole division is pretty big accomplishment.
yeah,
really.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
just had I had a promotion hit me up the other day. They wanted me to come to, I forget, some town in Texas or whatever.
Yeah.
It was going to be like a 9-hour drive.
Oh my God.
And
yeah.
I had to,
It's like, what is that,
unfortunately.
El Paso or something?
Yeah, it was, yeah. And I unfortunately had to quote them a really high amount, and they were
Well,
like,
yeah.
we can't do that.
Yeah,
So-
no, I understand. It's Rich Rockwell, bitch. Google me. Google me.
Nothing like that, but let's go with Tuesday, February 29th.
What is that?
The day that we're going to do the next paintball show.
Whenever you want, Andy. I'm sure that Rich is fine with it. Whatever day you like, you come on in and.
I had people calling me up yesterday going, so is that going to happen on the show tomorrow? Are you getting shot tomorrow? And I was like, no, it's going to be at least next Friday. Like, they're ready for it,
because
man.
people love you.
As soon as it was
They love
announced,
you,
they
man.
wanted Andy to just bust through the door and shoot me right
They
then.
love you, man. That's why. That's what it is. It's love. It's just tough love. You know what I mean?
It's something.
No, that's great. That's great. So we'll find out from Andy when he wants to come in, Tactical Turkey, and we'll set it up on that day.
Yeah.
And it'll be exciting for everybody to take part in, I think, except you. Except you.
I'll try not and get the zoomies like your dog again. You know?
Right? Let's do this.
He's Patrick, he's an angry SOB. Patrick, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Patrick, right here on PATB.
Tell him, Luke.
Suck it, man, this guy is really pissed.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's get into it, man. It's going to be a little long today, I think. So if you've been alive and on social media in the last 10 days, you've likely been inundated with responses to watching Hunting Wives. It's a new streaming show, and to be honest, I'm not sure why people are even talking about it. Are you kidding me? 20 minutes into the first episode, I looked at my wife and said, are we supposed to have our clothes off? Like, what channel is this again? Pornhub? I ain't seen more rubbing in a movie since Aladdin. It's like the writer's only job is to get to the next mattress dance. Guy on girl, guys on girl, girls on guy, girl on girl, a lot of girl on girl. But while there's copious amounts of donut bumping going on, it's definitely not written for lesbians because not one of these ladies has a boy haircut, a belly, and a chain wallet. None of these chicks are welders or Democrat protesters, and unlike Euphoria, every episode didn't greet me with another Magic Johnson close-up. Matter of fact, I only counted one in 8 episodes, and it was almost comically a Pringle can-sized womb broom, so it made me laugh. In all reality, it's a show where you're trying to solve a mystery, but the only real mystery is how they were able to get this past the network executives. I assume they were all guys and were too busy going Han Solo on the Wookiee wand, so if you're looking for a starter log for you and your significant other's no pants dance, I give it 2 thumbs and a disco stick up. In the past 2 weeks, paid protesters have increased in Washington, D.C. by 400%, according to the CEO of the company Crowds on Demand. His name's Adam Swart. The company always sees a spike in requests during what Swart refers to as high-stakes political moments. And he admitted they pay $25 to $30 an hour for actors and activists. And here you were thinking paid protesters was just a political myth, right? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. I was pissed off until I heard the last sentence of that story where they're talking about $25 to $30 an hour. And all of a sudden you realize every damn deadbeat complaining about no work can officially eat a bag of dicks. You get up off the couch, drop the controller, and go find a city to destroy. I don't care if it's dump Trump or hump Trump. You take your lazy mutant ass down to D.C., grab a vagina hat and a sign, and start screaming in people's faces. Hell, I'm trying to see if I can sign up. You think I won't chest bump some pro-life Catholic granny? Shit, homie, for just 1 hour, I can buy about 7 grams of that OG Uncle Baby Billy Kush. Then I can lay up in the paid hotel dripping hot lead salad on fools in Call of Duty. I mean, just clowning guys, filling them with enough holes they look like SpongeBob. But I have to be at bed at 11 because I'll be protesting guns tomorrow. But now I got enough for the new iPhone, bitch. Those kids make dope-ass phones. I'm going to have 38 lenses for a 7D selfie the next day when I protest unfair wages in America. I absolutely love it. I tell you what, I think we should all take a vacation at the same time. The entire country all signed up for paid protest work. If we really put in 100%, I mean, just give everything you got for 1 whole week. We can destroy every major city in the nation. This just keeps getting better. Remember, people, I'm making $25-30 an hour. So if I happen to light your car on fire in the midst of my patio, hey, we don't really need cars anymore anyway, right? They're bad. So why don't you go screw yourself and be grateful you're not polluting the planet for a few days. Meanwhile, as I just racked up a few thou, I'm going to hit the tobacco store and get a carton of Pall Malls, bitch. I'm just saying, it beats Uber. And finally, a man slipped in the shower and broke his arm because of the size of his penis. Yeah, said to have been medically proven as the largest in the world. Matt Barr has had his penis independently measured by who I don't know at 14.5 inches. A cast of it is included in the Penis Museum in Iceland. But Matt, who's 41 from London, says one of the issues with being so large, especially in hot water showers, it's not exactly easy to see my feet, especially when I move too fast. It can mess up my balance. As I was rushing to get ready for work, I didn't see the excess shower gel in the tub because my penis was the only thing in eyesight. That makes perfect sense. Are you fucking kidding me? I couldn't hear over the roar of your penis. It's like a tornado. When it gets close enough, it sounds like a freight train, and it does a lot of damage. You may not have blown away any homes, but you've damn sure blown out more than a few backs. Do cities you visit just immediately declare a state of emergency? I know the increase in demand for wheelchairs alone must be astronomical. One poor lady's whole life was ruined when you bumped her belly button from the back and made it an Audi. She doesn't even feel good about wearing a two-piece now because everybody tries to hang their keys on it. You better be careful if you go to Florida. One of those snake hunters might mistake it for a Burmese python and choke it out. As a matter of fact, I suspect that's how most ladies might respond when they see you unleash that dragon. They're like, oh, hell no. Just start hitting it with a rolled up newspaper, blast it with pepper spray. If you get a plane ticket, do you have to get 2 seats? The lady says, well, I don't see why I can't sit here. I'll tell you why, because if you sit your dumb ass there and he gets a boner, you're going to catch a black eye. Now listen, Matt, nobody, and I mean nobody here, feels sorry for you and that bald-headed moose in your shorts. Here's an idea, Mr. Bacon Bazooka. If it's so much trouble, why don't you have a procedure to make it smaller? Hello? Hello? Yeah, that's what I thought. Besides, that thing probably has its own credit score and cosign for your last car loan. I'm done. I'm done with it. That's it. I'm done. You like that one, Rich? You had a good time on that? What was the line that got you, man?
Oh God. Oh, jeez.
What was the one that got you, bro?
Oh.
It was in the shower?
It was definitely the shower story.
Yeah.
It was towards the end there.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. That's great. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Little doggy said nothing like a
There
rolled
was
up
so
newspaper.
many of them. Yeah, that
Tanner
the
said
rolled up newspaper.
Tears on the face. He got tears on his face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. That's
Pepper
good.
spraying.
Yeah, no, you got
The bald moose. And the whole last story.
Yeah, it was one of those that was fun to write, bro. Yeah, coming up with all that. That's always fun.
I'm glad
to
you
do.
didn't get tripped up.
No, it's hard not to when you're going that fast, bro. It's hard not to, man. All right. Let's take a break, shall we? We're all busted up here anyway. Let's just do something for a minute, all right?
I'ma take it there. Try not to rage out, but I'm getting the itch. I think I'm losing my shit. It's called a turn signal, bitch. Damn. Proximity alert. Too many cars on the road. And right now I'm Dr. Jekyll, but going into Mr. Hyde mode. Damn. On your ass when I put my footprint. Road rage warning. Road rage imminent. Road rage commencing in 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Went to sleep, sitting still just guzzling gas. Knob jockey in the jacked up Jeep is all up on my ass. Oh hell no, too much caffeine. Drop the oil slick, hit up the smoke screen. Richard Cheddar in the Beamer, he got something to flaunt. Light up the missiles, ready to launch. Fire 1, fire 2, boom, bitch, damn. On your ass, wanna put my footprint. Road rage warning, road rage imminent. Road rage commencing in 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. What the hell you waiting for? Now I got no time to hit up the convenience store. Blue hair, don't care, just trying to get from here to there. I don't even want to lose my shit. But it's called the slow lane. Get in it, you prick. Pull up on me, brake checking a bird. 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 Pull up
we're back. We are back.
Are we though?
You know, kind of. Yeah, we're definitely back. So, yeah, I got something here to talk about, man. First of all, let me mention, though, Fitz Auto. If you haven't checked those guys out and you're looking for a vehicle, look, let's be honest. It's back to school. Your kids were embarrassed. The hoopty you brought them in. Stop it. You don't have to do that. Just take that thing, roll it on down to Fitz Auto, and trade it in and get yourself a late model, low mileage vehicle that your kids can be proud of you to drop them off in, and they don't have to be embarrassed and hide their faces when they get out and run to the room, you know? It'll be great. FitzAuto.com, or go to 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. What? What is going on with you,
All
man?
the comments are still talking about Dick Tripper.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tripper McGee.
Yeah, no, it definitely. Look,
Tactical said, "Dude's wiener has better credit than Rich." Yeah, probably. It's not wrong.
It might. I mean, I don't know. It's a good question. I think it's like a 740. I'm not sure. China kicked off the 3-day-long World Humanoid Robot Games Friday. This is the Robot Olympics.
Okay.
I'm not kidding you. This is not a joke. They're looking to showcase their advances in AI and robotics. They have 280 teams from 16 countries. Robots compete in sports like track and field, ping pong, football, challenges from sorting medicine and handling materials to cleaning services. Teams came from countries including the U.S., Germany, Brazil. 192 represent universities, 88 from private companies, and robots from all over the place. They said, we come here to play and win, but we also are interested in research. That's wild that you've got actual robots competing in Olympic-style games.
Right.
I mean, here you can see they're doing MMA,
boxing,
kickboxing.
okay.
They're doing kickboxing with robots. Humanoid robots are kickboxing.
The cleaning thing makes me laugh because I just want to be like, I want to know the person that walks around going, "Yeah, my robot got the gold in dishwashing."
That's funny. That is funny. That is funny. The football, they said the matches help train robots' coordination abilities, which could prove useful for assembly line operations, collaboration between multiple units. What? What is going on, man?
They're still talking about Dick McGee.
Oh, yeah. Mister said, yeah, not trying to get my lungs pregnant. No, and that dude would be somewhere where he'd end up. He'd at least be in the liver somewhere, that's for sure. Might make it to the lungs. You're right. I mean, in the right setting.
Comments are killing me today, man.
Yeah, no, that's pretty great.
Oh my gosh.
It said he also has bad knees. Yeah, probably so. Just from that thing swinging like a clockweight. Bap, 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 bap. I can't even imagine. Like, do you use a hose reel for that? You got to have a hose
Do you
reel.
think he needs to call up like the local, ATC tower if he starts doing the helicopter with it?
Yeah, probably has to get it cleared for the FAA.
Yeah.
An FAA clearance. Yeah, no, that's right. Little doggy said, my 5th grandchild's being born as we speak. Well, that's awesome, man.
Congratulations.
Buddy. I guess. I mean, congratulations.
Right.
I would think so.
Are you at the delivery right now?
Yeah, are you there? Maybe you'll have a freakish penis.
Like,
well, you can only hope. Maybe from the mom side.
I'm just saying, I think it'd be cool if the first thing a baby hears is Patrick and the people.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be good. What's up, Mark? And Laura said, I'm missing all the good stuff. You can go back and watch it. It'll be up for you here in a little bit. And you can watch all of it. That's for sure. Because if you didn't get the rant, you missed probably a good one.
Oh,
today.
man.
It was pretty solid. I think I nearly killed Rich today. Almost took him out, man. What do you got?
Robot Olympics.
Yeah, what do you got on the Robot Olympics, man? Anything? Any take on that? Is that of interest to you?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
It's
Didn't they used to do
interesting
like, I forget what it was
BattleBots?
called. Yes.
Yeah, but
It
those
wasn't
were
it on
little bitty
TV.
wheeled.
I mean,
things
still
that
though,
there
it was
little
cool.
bitty- yeah, it was cool. But these are humanoid,
Right.
So I think it's cooler even. Although they probably don't have knives and blades attached to them to destroy the other thing.
Now that would make it
That would
way
make it,
better.
Yeah, that would make it really dope if they had, all those different weapons and stuff. By the way, are you
I wonder-
watching Twisted Metal?
I haven't been.
Man, that's a good series. If you like sci-fi and
Right.
shoot 'em ups and cars, it's a lot of fun. He said it's William's second kid. They're inducing and want to do it together. They'll call when he's born. Oh, so you're not there. Okay. Okay. I got you.
I wonder if the Robot Olympics are going to be sponsored by like WD-40 or something.
That'd be a good sponsor.
Right.
Yeah. No, I think that'd be a great sponsor for sure, without a doubt. All right. So let me ask this question. Let's go to Virginia for a minute. I believe that's where this is, where the city council, Virginia Beach, they're cracking down or trying to on this store. They want provocative merchandise to be banned from the boardwalk.
Oh.
The Virginia Beach City Council passed a resolution Tuesday strongly encouraging retailers on the Atlantic Avenue boardwalk to remove what they call indecent or vulgar clothing from display. Now, I tell you the story because I wanted to tell you what the clothing is and see if you find it inappropriate for the boardwalk. All right. The first thing I saw, these are booty shorts that they're showing, and everything is written on the back of them.
Okay.
The first one says, now remember, this is on the back of the shorts, not the front.
Right.
The first one says, all you can eat.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey.
Because kids today eat ass.
Right.
That's why. The next one says, thick filet. Another one says, it's not going to spank itself.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah. So they said along Atlantic Avenue, there's been a proliferation of indecent and or vulgar T-shirts and displays in storefronts. It's an unwelcoming environment for families to whom the city markets itself and the city's residents.
Come on now.
Now, what do you think? Do you think that that's just too much to have outside?
I don't see how it's any different than going to a mall and walking past the Spencer's gift store or
That's
something,
right.
man.
That's right.
Like, really?
Yeah.
And okay, it's in the back room, but it's not like, you can't, it's not like they prevent anybody from going back there or anything.
No, I mean, it's not like it says we fucking on the back.
Right.
Of it. I mean,
yeah.
sorry.
I mean,
you know.
it's,
No,
Look,
it is.
It looks like it's a tourist town.
Yeah.
It looks like it's
Well,
a
it is.
tourist store.
It's
And I would
going to
expect
Mexico,
to
yeah.
see shit like that in a tourist
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Mistress Mayhem. It's just good advertisement
Right.
for them. Their sales probably tripled since this came out.
For
and
real.
They asked them to do it.
Look,
Because
if I
that's
see those outside the store, chances are I'm going to go inside. I'm going to stop and be like, all right, you know what? Those
Yeah.
made me chuckle. Let's see what the rest of the
no,
stuff is that they have.
All you can eat cracked me up. I was
Right.
just like, if there's anything less 2020 or more 2025, I don't know what it'd be. Than you wearing all you can eat on the back of your shorts. I mean, that says it all right there. You know who you're getting with that girl. You know what she wants you to do.
All right,
Like,
yep.
yeah, you make your choice. He pays you money, you takes your choices, you know.
Thanks for being up front.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you broadcasting that out, what you'd like to have happen there. That's great, man. That is great. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, you know what? Before we go today, I wanted to do this because I've got a few.
Okay.
I think I've got a few. Let's see.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Lying lunched on a dumb guy's knee, or a big hard fuck drowning some honey. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny.
It probably isn't funny. And if you laugh, you're probably real sick. I'll be honest with you. That's probably the way it goes here. Let's start at this one. And a Staten Island man and his mother are facing a slew of charges, including aggravated manslaughter and hindering apprehension, after authorities say he caused a deadly crash in New Jersey during a dangerous BMW street race. Alvy Lamani's 20, charged with aggravated manslaughter, vehicular homicide, multiple counts of reckless assault by auto, endangering others, obstructing, tampering with records, leaving the scene of a fatal crash, causing serious injury
Jeez.
with a revoked license. His mama, Vilma, is 42. She's charged with hindering in the third degree, both being held at the Middlesex County Adult Correctional Center without bail. Oh, his face looked slappable.
Oh, yeah.
So slappable, man. So slappable. But New Jersey police responded to the Garden State Parkway just after 7 p.m. and found Albion Heisenage, 20 of Staten Island, and another 20-year-old resident who were ejected from their car. Heisenage and the 20-year-old were taken to Robert Wood Johnson, but Heisenage later pronounced dead. The 20-year-old suffered serious injuries. The prosecutor determined that 2 BMW cars were racing on the parkway when the crash happened. Lamani was driving one of them recklessly, and when his car hit 2 other cars, he rolled over multiple times. Lamani is accused of weaving through traffic at 112 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. Following the crash, they accused him and his girlfriend of fleeing the scene. Harrington, who was in the passenger seat, also charged with obstruction. The other alleged driver, Jeter Ogando, what a name, is charged with second-degree vehicular homicide. Days after the crash, detectives realized Lamani fled to Miami and was trying to flee the country with his mom. They were arrested in Miami when they got a same-day passport and plane tickets to Albania. Now that's trying to get the hell out.
Right?
When it's not even Mexico or Canada, bro. I'm going to Albania. Nobody's going to look there. And that's true. If he'd have made it to Albania, you'd probably never see him again, man. That's a wild story. Albania.
Way to just, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Craziness.
And we've talked about this just recently. But a hiker accidentally effed around and found out. He suffered a fatal snake bite in Tennessee after picking up a rattlesnake in Savage Gulf State Park. Savage is the right name. Matthew Griffith said a timber rattlesnake is believed to have been involved in the incident. The Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency describes timber rattlesnakes as the largest, most dangerous of the 4 venomous snakes in Tennessee. They're massive, and they will bite the shit out of you. According to witnesses, the hiker had picked the rattlesnake up, resulting in a bite to his hand. In a statement, it's believed that the hiker had an allergic reaction. However, full details of the cause of death have not been released. An allergic reaction, it's a rattlesnake. Everybody has a reaction. Griffin said multiple agencies responded to the scene. He was taken to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. The family, it says, will be in our thoughts and prayers, but it says always recommended to have some kind of first aid supplies while enjoying outdoor recreational activities. If you encounter a snake, remain calm and don't try to handle it. Yeah, that's step 1. Don't pick up the snake.
Especially if it's 14.5 inches.
Yeah. Oh, no, especially that. This one has a rattle. It had to be telling you as you were getting close to it, don't touch me. I mean, these are big snakes, man. A timber rattlesnake is about 3 to 5 feet. They have a big triangle head. And, I mean, it looked like a typical rattlesnake, just big, the big version of it. Much like our guy, Matt, with the Pringles can for a penis. They added that prey is killed by a venomous bite in which the venom is injected by fangs located in the snake's mouth, because you wouldn't know that. They had to tell you that. How stupid are you if you're reading this article and you get to the end and go, oh, a snake has fangs in its mouth? Shit, I didn't know that. Maybe that was his problem. Maybe nobody ever told him, hey, this thing will bite you. It will kill you. It's just stupid to me, man. You just pick up the rattlesnake? Like, what are you, a Pentecostal?
Right.
Are you trying to hold church here? You snake handle? It says you don't wait for authorities if you get bit. You're damn right. You get in your car and you go. Or you get somebody to take you, because if you wait, every second counts.
Yeah.
No, every second that venom is in your bloodstream, you're losing. Plus, you know, if you've ever seen anyone bitten by a rattlesnake, wherever they're bitten will swell up, and I mean the skin will start to crack and bust open. I mean it's
a pretty nasty looking thing.
brutal injury. Yeah, no.
I don't think I'm ever going to see anybody get bit by. In my life, I don't think I will ever see anybody get bit by a snake.
No.
No. Because I'll be running away screaming before it even bites him.
Why are you screaming?
Dude, because I'm freaking scared to death of snakes, man.
So you're going to scream? I mean, it's not an anaconda, bro.
I don't
They
care.
don't go
It's a
50
snake.
miles an hour.
I'm out. I'm done. Nope.
You know, if you just climb up on something, they can't get to you anymore. You stand on a chair, it can't get you.
You say that.
Well, maybe not. Maybe if it's big enough, it could. But I'm saying probably not going to.
I'm not going to take the chance. You're saying there's a chance?
No, that's why you're
I'm
not
not.
going to get bit. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
That's
I'm
very
not going to be
fair right
anywhere
there.
in the vicinity to see you get bit.
That's very
You
fair.
want to reach down and pick up the snake? You go for it.
No, that's
I stay away.
That's more than fair. I got you on that. All right. One more thing I was going to mention before we go is some good news yesterday. If you are in fact thinking about maybe buying a home, interest rates have dropped.
Finally.
Yeah, interest rates have dropped, and it's a great thing.
Dude did it? What, I can't. Powell, was it?
No, he didn't, but because of what they anticipate is going to happen and because of the better numbers from all the tariff income and the other income that's coming into the country, they feel like it's inevitable that the Fed is going to drop the rate soon, and so they've begun in anticipation of that dropping rates. Now, how much lower they'll go, it's it's not going to be crazy much lower,
right?
But it will go some lower in the future at some point. But it's a great time if you've been thinking about buying a home, man, and you've been waiting on rates to drop. Now's the time to do it. Give me a call and I can help you out. I'm helping out another man. I'd never sold one of these before, but this guy, he wants to have horses, and so we really mainly interested in the property that we found. But it had a manufactured home on it, and I'm going to be honest with you, it might be one of the nicest manufactured homes I've ever walked into. I mean, it was I was like blown away. I was like, man, this is dope, actually. I mean, you walk in, you got a big-ass fireplace that goes all the way up. And, it was just, everything in it, hardwood floors. It was nice.
Oh, dude, there's some out there that you can really make them look like, yeah.
And so, in this particular case, and just think about this for a minute. This dude is getting about 2.5 acres. Fully fenced in.
Right.
With a beautiful manufactured home. And it's under 130.
Wow.
Under 130.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's nice. It's very, very nice, man. So
I'm not gonna lie, man. I wish I would have known about that beforehand. I might have been able to talk to some people and been like, hey.
That's the kind of payment you can live with. You can guarantee you can swing that payment.
Right.
If it's 130, and once you get everything done, I don't know what your payment's going to be. $500-600 maybe.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And he's gonna have a home.
$300 cheaper than my rent.
He's gonna have a home, 2.5 acres, and a second already rented out manufactured home.
And he gets the money from the.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Basically,
Yes.
That is. So he just basically bought a house that's gonna pay for itself.
Pause for a second. Start talking.
Okay.
I got to do this.
What's going on?
This
Everything.
is a tour request. If you don't see the tour details on your
I have to
screen,
take this call because it means money.
Oh, I got you. All right. Well, I tell you what, Little Doggy says, everyone have a great weekend. Don't forget, if you don't let your man play with your fat rolls, you're a bad cuddler. So we'll just leave it on that. How about, huh? See everybody back Monday? Unless you got something else you need to promote besides, look how busy he is, everybody. You need the best realtor around.
I'm not going to miss the call.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what.
It's not going to happen. I'm going to catch the call. And I just did. I got what I needed out of that. It was somebody setting an appointment to see a house. So if I don't accept it when I get the call, it'll go to somebody else.
Oh,
and I can't have that happen.
Absolutely.
No,
I get it.
I'm going to get my leads. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go sell a house today.
So if you want, we can do a couple of these. I brought them up a couple times. It's kind of like a filler, but it was something I was thinking and I messaged you about. It's like a first thought, best thought kind of thing. I throw out a little sentence. And you and viewer, listeners can type in their comments or whatever, but just your first initial instinct thought.
Okay.
Right?
Let me try to get my hold on. Let's get
you
some.
need a couple seconds here.
We need some. Hold on. Let me just put on a little question music here.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, man. So what do you?
All right. So let's see. Let's start off. If his car note is more than his rent. What's your first thought?
Then his priorities are upside down.
She
Or he
brags.
just got a divorce.
Right?
Might be that,
She brags about being hard to get, but every man she's dated works at the same gas station.
Yeah, she's not hard to get. No, she's the low-lying fruit at the. Too much gas for me. That's what I'll say.
If he's 40 with no kids, but still calls women females.
He's gay.
Gay?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
gay.
What if he's old school, man?
What do you mean?
Well, he's just
Old
respectful
school.
of females.
Why didn't he have any kids? He's 40.
I mean, maybe he hasn't found.
Maybe he just doesn't like kids.
Maybe.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be he doesn't like kids.
Could be.
Yeah. But he is single and 40.
I mean, it didn't say that. It just
Oh,
said he's
he's
40
I got you.
with
Okay.
no kids and still calls women females.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a respectful thing. You can't, he can't go around saying chick or anything. I mean, that's disrespectful now.
To
man.
who?
To females.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
They're not chicks, You got to be respectful.
I think you can call him a chick as long as you're cool about it. It's not probably cool to call him a broad.
Yeah, would that be? Is that?
You're not going to go, oh, that broad over there. That's pretty disrespectful.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fair
Yeah.
enough. What about if his profile picture is just him holding cash? So take
He's a
picture.
broke dick.
Yeah.
He's absolutely a broke dick. That's not even his money.
He's not doing well, man.
No, it's not even his money.
I love it when it's like it's not even money; it's just a couple $20 bills folded like a fan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's right. Yeah, no, it's always smart to put your money and your weapons in your profile picture. That's how people get robbed and shot. A real smart idea, player.
Mister said better than calling them bitches. Yeah, I mean that's true. I'll give you that one.
I mean, it is. If you look, you can say bitches in certain contexts, in certain ways, but if you truly are just referring to women as bitches, then that's disrespectful.
Yeah,
I mean, truly.
I got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking about that, what if he's 30 and he says he's a rapper? He's in his 30s.
Are you talking about a gift wrapper?
No. I mean a rapper. He's in his 30s and he still calls himself a rapper. He's gonna cut his next album, man.
Is he making money from it?
No.
Oh, then
he's
no.
just chasing a dream.
No, that's
he's
great.
building it.
That's
yeah.
great. Well, enjoy that. Yeah, wrap up some money and bring it home to pay the bills. How about that? She said he's got a criminal record. Yes, that could be true. If you're 30 and an unmade it rapper, yeah.
Let's see. Final one here. Let's do. Okay. She says she's wifey material, but she can't keep milk in the fridge.
But can she keep joy in my pants?
That's your first thought.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The milk doesn't matter that much. I can pick up milk on the way home, bro. I'll pick up the milk. I'll go to the grocery store. I don't give a shit. What are you talking about, man? Do you think that's the most important thing?
I mean,
Picking up
I
the
think
milk?
hey, it might be.
Hell no.
Might be something. What if you want a bowl of cereal
Yeah,
afterwards,
well,
man?
then
You're
I'll
not
go
gonna-
get the milk. I'll go get the milk, bro. That's that. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see.
Have
you
a good
next
one,
time.
everybody. Later.